Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I've been a collector all my life. When it comes to collecting, I live my life by the 3 C's. Is it cool? Is it collectible? And is it cheap? So come join me as I look to add more to my collection. Welcome to the hunt.
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome back to the hunt. Today we got a very special episode as we are actually at a place that's literally right by my house. It's another one of these antique malls, but this one's pretty cool actually. It's a little place called Days Old Shop. And guess what, on today's hunt, I'm not alone. Oh no, because guess who's joined me? It's the one and only Mr. B-Roll. Nice hat.
How you doing, Will? Oh, yeah. Y'all remember the merch?
A-Dub. This shop, it's cool how I remember going to this place. Originally, it started in a dude's house. Now, I don't think it's the same guy that owns it, of course.
No, it's not. No.
But I remember going, and he had all sorts of like old retro, like collectibles and stuff, antiques and whatnot.
Well, and I used to know the original owners too. I knew his brother. Yeah.
But this should be fun. Like I told you guys in the original episode there where I went to the Exit 76 Antique Mall, which is up now on Cola TV. Just saying, you could check it out if you haven't already. But I don't usually expect a whole lot out of these places, but it's cool to go in and just see some of the old relics. And I'm not anticipating on picking anything up today, but you never know.
You never know. You could find a white whale.
I could find a white whale. That's true. Well, we're going to go on in and check it out. Let's go.
And we're going to head on into the Days of Old Antique Shop. And right off the bat, a pretty neat movie poster book we found. And check this out, some old WCW trading cards. And that's a pretty cool special edition Luke Cage Funko Pop. And yes, a signed Brian Knobbs card. And some pretty cool commemorative glasses. Up and check out the cassette tapes. Got some Whitney Houston, who looks kind of bald in this, and Tanya Tucker. Pretty cool looking Jack Daniels box, but there's a problem with that bottle. It's empty. And a pretty good collection of DC Comics, but problem number one, they are not boarded. But at least they're bagged. And what the hell is this thing? Okay, and respect the Bud Ice sign. And if you want to get your yarn fix on, apparently this booth is the place to go. And what the hell? That is a creepy looking little dog. And speaking of creepy, what the hell is this thing? It looks like Charlie Brown grew up to be a serial killer or some shit. And we got an old school movie poster. It looks pretty neat. And here are some Lord of the Rings action figures. And I guess we got some doll toys here. A little mini Kraft macaroni cheese box. And some final Tanya Tucker's back. And oh, what's that I see down here? A little Barry Manilow. And a copy of GTA 3 for PS2. And I think they got $4 on this. And Brent's found something. Oh, look at this Star Wars book. That's pretty nifty. And I'm not sure what these Rue Morgue magazines are. I think it's kind of like a Fangoria or something. But leave a comment if you're familiar with this magazine. Hey, Brent. You know what I really have been wanting to get?
What's that?
A DVD copy of the Billy Crystal movie Forget Paris, but it's just... Oh, wait a minute. Oh. And check out this loose Joe Montana starting lineup figure. And this Betty Boop looks like she's seen her better days. And we got some baby Shaq shoes. And some Ronald McDonald plates up there. And I'm not sure who that's a portrait of. But okay. And some DC Multiverse toys. And check out the Winston-Salem cigarette light-up sign. And speaking of cigarette signs, some Virginia Slims and a camel sign. Oh, I miss those days. And this is something that's really popular seeing now, these repurposed tin signs. So what do you got there, Mr. B-Roll?
The Fun Star Rotary Photo Showcase for kids.
And it's only $2.50. I think you have to buy it. Not really.
I mean, and look at this color scheme. Like,
Screams 90s.
screams 90s.
And check out these dinosaur bookends. And a Luke Skywalker figure. Pretty nifty. And enough tools over here to make Tim the Toolman Taylor blush. Okay, not really, but yeah, I just thought this was kind of random. And the classic Disney clamshell VHS tapes, which aren't really as valuable as a lot of people think, but still pretty neat to see. And give me back that fillet of fish. Give me that fish. Okay, and this is how you break shit at a place. Yes. Yeah. And another booth with comics, and they are properly bagged and board, which I can appreciate. They actually have some pretty good titles and decent prices on these. I'm a little surprised. And Yippee-Ki-Yay, a die-hard commemorative Ultimate Visual book. And I remember this Spider-Man puzzle because I had it as a kid. And here we go, a Pepsi sign for anybody that needs it. And shout out to you Jim Henson fans, a bear in the big blue house, like, rack thingy? I don't know. I need Tippy for my bunko.
So Blue Streak, starring Martin Lawrence, was actually the very first movie I watched on DVD. True story.
And some more randomness, just a booth with a bunch of mattresses. And that's a creepy looking Donald Duck if I do say so. But this is pretty neat. Check out this microscope storage cabinet. And some A&W glasses. And look at this Empire Strikes Back vinyl record. And some more Star Wars stuff, including some trading cards. And some old school 7-Eleven MLB cups. Neat. These Disney plush figures are just screaming they came from Hong Kong. Sorry, not sorry. I got some Star Wars book. Got some 8-tracks going on here. Badass lunchbox. And it amazes me how valuable oil cans are, but they are highly collectible and coveted right now. Check out the Popeye stuff. And this was pretty cool. Some vinyl records in frame with Hall Notes and the $6 Million Man. Got some Judas Priest and some Def Leppard. I love seeing any sort of Hardy's collectibles. And this looks like Kobe's rookie card. Damn! 1400. And thank you for being a friend. We got some Funko Pops and all the Golden Girls is here too. And we got some more Funkos. And over here got some nice beer signs.
Well, that was Day's Old Shop, and Mr. B-Roll looking over here as cool as a cucumber. What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with these places, you gotta know they're gonna be hit or miss.
It's very true. It's very true. I mean, it's not as big as Exit 76, but me personally, I liked it. If you would have went to the guy's original setup in the house, I think that was much more enjoyable because it catered to stuff that we collect. Whereas, like people rent out spaces here and like, you saw everything from collectibles like we like to mattresses and like sewing equipment, and it's just like
Racquetball.
Yeah, and puzzles and all sorts of tools and random stuff. So, yeah, it was neat, I guess. It was cool. It's cool. It's cool that it's like so close to home for me, but
and let's talk about the elephant in the room.
We're gonna talk about Kobe.
We're gonna talk about Kobe.
So the Kobe Bryant rookie card going for $1,300. I don't think that's exactly right. Now, cards are going up in pricing, and it is starting to become collectible again, which is very interesting. But I don't think that's really what that's worth. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the part that upsets me is I know for a fact, because there was two of them, and there were two different ones, and I know for a fact I had one of them. And that's now, not saying that, I mean, that one could have been different, or...
That's the kicker, is stuff that you had, we all was there. I can remember having very valuable comic books and like trading them for like pogs and stupid shit that was like very less in value. We did it all the time as a kids. I think that was a kid thing growing up, and then your parents find out. I remember one time I traded a comic book to a guy who drew like some cool sketches, and my mom found out about this and was pissed, and she actually called the kid over because he lived in our neighborhood, and like she demanded and forced him to give back my comic book. But yeah. So I actually, believe it or not, did pick something up. Wasn't planning to, but I got this. The 30 for 30 film collection from ESPN, which I absolutely love their documentary series. Now this is volume 2. And I'm not sure what all is in this, to be quite honest with you. This is something I've been wanting to add for a while. I do need to get volume 1. I'm hoping this has the Reggie, and I probably should have checked this, but honestly it was $10. I thought, well, no harm, no foul.
It probably does have.
I don't think it's got the Reggie one, because I think that's volume 1. So here's what we have. The Best That Never Was. Oh, that's about Marquise Dupree, football player. Pony Excess, I remember about SMU, the Southern Methodist University. The Two Escobars, The Birth of Big Air. Oh, that's the one on Matt Hoffman, so that's pretty cool. We got Jordan Rides the Bus. I definitely remember Michael Jordan's career as a minor league player. Little Big Man. Oh, that's about the Little League controversy. One Night in Vegas. Oh yeah, it's about Mike Tyson and he was there like when Tupac got shot and stuff, I think.
Oh yeah.
Unmatched. About Chris Everett, Martina Navratilova, the tennis players. House of Steinbrenner on George Steinbrenner, but fuck the Yankees. But still. Into the Wind. Oh, that sounds like it. Some of these I haven't seen, so that's kind of cool. 4 Days in October. Yes, about the Red Sox. Okay, so this was totally worth it. I remember that.
The documentary on them winning?
Yes, when we finally broke the curse, because I'm a huge Red Sox, so that was worth the price of admission right there, folks. Once Brothers. Oh, the one on Flotty Defock is a very interesting one.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's about him and his brother, or close teammate, and how they grew up like in Croatia or whatever, and it's a very interesting one.
I haven't seen that one.
And then we got Tim Richmond to the Limit, which is an interesting one. I'm not a big NASCAR fan, but his story I found very fascinating. Fernando Nation, that's about Fernando Valencia, and Marion Jones. So, like I say, it's all worth it for that Red Sox one, but not bad, I think, for $10. I will get volume 1 at some point. But yeah, I love the ESPN 30 for 30. I can watch just about any one of them. There's not one I don't like. The box is a little it's a little wore down. But like I say, $10, man, you can't beat it. And we did pick up one more thing. We're going to have some fun here. Because we're talking about trading cards, and trading cards are the thing. So we got WCW trading cards. I had this whole set. It's from 90 to 91, I believe. I think it come out 91, but a lot of these. And there's going to be wrestlers on here, you know. There's going to be a lot of wrestlers in here you don't know. So we're going to play a fun little game. We're going to open these up. Now, here's the game. All right. You're going to go through. You're going to look through your cards, and I want you to pick your 3 best cards or wrestlers out of these.
Okay.
Now, they can't be duplicates, because there are duplicate cards of wrestlers in here.
Okay.
And we're going to compare them, and you're going to put together a team of 3, and we're going to see who has the better team.
Okay.
All right? Well, there's your cards. Here's mine.
Got a pack each.
And these are, like I say, from 91, so you can see we're open them up for the first time. We're going to let them breathe.
Brings back memories.
Okay, so, all right, let's since I forgot there's tag teams in this, let's make it. Do you have some tag teams in yours?
Yeah, not that I know, though.
Why don't we make it like you choose 3 wrestlers and 1 tag team?
You may have to tell me on some of these.
Or actually, let's say 2 wrestlers in a tag team. That'd be 4. All right.
Well, I've got 2 wrestlers right there.
I'm not helping you. That's the point of the game. So you have to figure it out.
Well, look at these 2 wrestlers.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. You gotta find.
I have to pick a tag team?
You have to pick a tag team and 2 wrestlers. Team of 4. That's the new rules. I forgot. I have mine.
I don't want to pick a tag team.
You have to. Just pick one. Who is the most menacing tag team? And I'll give you one hint. It's not the Southern Boys. God rest your souls, Tracy Smothers, badass motherfucker, and we love you, and I miss you, buddy, every day. Great wrestler, buddy.
Good thing I listened to your. I've listened to the first half of your top Baker's Dozen.
Oh, okay. So that kind of okay. So you got your team.
I think so.
All right. So I will go first. First on my team, and he is in my Baker's Dozen. The Enforcer, Arn Anderson. We've got Flying Brian Pillman. And our tag team, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers. So Arn Anderson, Brian Pillman, and the Steiner Brothers. Who's your foursome?
All right. Foursome? Oh, yeah, because it's tag team. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I was like, I got 3 cards in my hand. What are you talking about? So, dude, Jeremy. So I'm going to start with my tag team.
Okay.
Steiner Brothers.
Steiner Brothers as well. Yeah, good pick. And you saw, I didn't help him at all. He picked these himself. Mm-hmm. Double A Arn Anderson, which is, are these the exact same cards?
This one is.
Yeah, what about the Stein? Oh, the Steiners, no. Okay, and then who's your fourth?
The man who needs no introduction.
Well, that being said, good teams, but I think your team won pretty much because of Ric Flair.
I had 2 Ric Flair cards too.
Yeah, I got none. I didn't get shit. Okay, so Ric Flair and Sting were the big ones. Now, I could have went
so
with...
I went with the Horsemen. I mean, I had Sting too.
Oh, wow. You had some good ones. See, I had shit.
I wanted to stick with Horsemen, so I put Anderson in there instead.
So in addition with that, I had the Southern Boys, which was Tracy Smothers and one of the Armstrong brothers.
I had another Southern Boys too.
So that's that. Yeah. I had a Missy Hyatt, which is a throwaway card. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Missy Hyatt? I think I had that one too.
Yeah. Zoom is a great tag team. Now this had Ron Simmons and Butch Reed.
Missy Hyatt.
With Jim Ross, a young Jim Ross in that too.
I had a Flying Brian as well.
Yeah. And I had another Flying Brian. As well as I had a Ricky Morton. He's a great wrestler. And interesting enough, these were when Ricky was in a singles run. Boom.
I had Mr. Wall Street.
Oh, Mr. Wall Street, Mike Rotunda, or aka formerly known as IRS. Tommy Wildfire Rich. And some people could say maybe I should have chose Sid Vicious, but I'm not. Like, Sid's cool. He's all right. But probably the creme de la creme, my best card, El Gigante. Yeah, it's garbage.
I had Lex Luger as well.
Oh, you had Lex Luger. I forgot Luger was in this series too. Yeah. How could I forget? Because Luger is very WCW. So you had Luger, Sting, Flair, Arn Anderson, the Steiner Brothers. Man, you had like the all-star WCW lineup pretty much. So it ain't too shabby. So, yeah. Yep, we bought them. This was $2, and we did this for you people.
All right. Let's, for kicks and giggles, let's read the back of one of the cards.
Okay, which we'll pick one. I will go first.
We couldn't pick the same one because I think the backs are the same.
Yeah. So I will go with El Gigante because I love it. And this is the stats. You would think it'd say like how many wins, how many losses, like how much they weigh, how tall they are, all that shit. Nope. This is El Gigante's stats on the back of his card. His favorite singer is Janet Jackson. And his favorite wrestler is Sting. And it says, those who disbelieve the existence of biblical Goliath will lose all skepticism once they lay eyes on El Gigante, a wrestler who stands for justice wherever he goes. He is truly a hero for all kids and a very real threat to all that oppose him.
All right. I'm going to do the Ric Flair.
Woo!
6'1", 245 pounds.
So that has the stats. Like, what the fuck? Why is El Gigante's is about Janet Jackson? I don't understand that.
6'1", 245 from Charlotte, North Carolina.
The Nature Boy.
Here's Ric Flair predicting Sting's future. Sting, my friend, you're running around with a bad leg on borrowed time. Rick threatened more than once to re-adequate Sting with a hospital bed, and I'm butchering this. Oh
yeah,
with a hospital bed and over a decade of experience in the ring, he just may do so.
I've skimmed through mine. I have a couple others. First of all, I like on the Arn Anderson description, it says Arn, even his name is a snarl. And then Sid Vicious is a funny one because it says words to live by. So I guess this is his quote. He says, "I'm no blonde prima donna cutie pie," because I totally think he's a cutie pie by looking at that picture, right? So yeah, that was our WCW card pickup haul. So
Cool stuff.
So that was Days Old Shop. If you're ever in the Columbus area, they got some pretty fun stuff. You may get something, you may not, who knows, but it's worth a checkout nonetheless.
They got some nonsense. I mean, like, these were only $1. Like, you can't go wrong just wasting $1 on these and just kind of going down.
Because everybody's going
Memory
to
lane.
covet the El Gigante card because he is such a highly coveted one. So, that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Hunt. And The Hunt will continue on and on as we look for more precious treasures, collectibles, and what have yous. I'm Jeremy, aka XLJ the OG.
I'm B-roll.
And we're going to be rolling on out of here. And don't forget, kiddos, like and subscribe. Bye.